Rolling, cameras, set, and action. Kid, you come over to my table. You come over to my table. I'm going to sign as many pictures. Well, limit of 5. I'm going to sign 5 pictures for you and your friend. You bring that over and whatever you want. You got 5 pictures for you and your friends. Okay, well done.
Wow.
Excellent work.
Wow.
That's
Amazing. Thank you.
What was your favorite role to be in? Because you were the good guy and bad guy in most movies. What was your favorite?
Yeah, you know, kid, I'll tell you what, like Spartacus was the role that changed my life. You know, it put me on a world stage. You know, prior to that I'd done a couple of films, you know. I did a film with John Cena called The Marine, you know.
That was great.
Well, at the time I was like, wow, I'm in an American film, you know. And, so yeah, everything's a bit of an evolution, you know. I tell you, when I started doing Arrow, I've been so spoiled. See, there's one thing you've got to be careful of in your life, kid. It's called ego. Ego can destroy you, you know, really. It can limit you in your choices and the things that will come to you as gifts. And you have to appreciate every gift that ever comes to you as much as you've appreciated anything else. Otherwise, you'll stop enjoying life. Everything will be about, oh, that was so good before, why isn't it any good anymore, you know? Like every day, tomorrow, you know? The next person you meet can be a friend, another great friend, you know? But, you know, when I was doing Spartacus, I was so spoiled by how great that role was. And then suddenly Peter Jackson rang me up and said, oh, you know, you want to play Arzov? And I was like, oh, now I'm in a movie. Oh, I'm skyrocketing towards Hollywood, yeah. Be the king of the world. Ego. Then Arrow came. And I went up and I got to fly to Vancouver to do Arrow. Something about Arrow which was a challenge for me. It was a challenge for me, okay? I was only shooting. To play Slade Wilson, they only needed me 2 days out of every 2 weeks. So I had all of this time off, which I wasn't used to, and I was in a city where I didn't really know people that well. And so I wasn't as comfortable. So I started thinking to myself, this isn't as good as Spartacus. Because in Spartacus I was taken care of. I had 8 days to film every 2 weeks. I was busy all the time. Oh, I enjoyed Spartacus more. And I started thinking that. And it started to affect the way that I was looking at this wonderful, wonderful character called Slade Wilson, Deathstroke. And luckily, I registered that I was starting to think like that. And I thought, you can't be like that. This role is the next step. It's the next progression. Everything else is in the past. Today's got to be the day. Seize it. And so I had to suck up and get all my fortitude to make sure this role wouldn't be the role where I started to relax. And so I didn't. And I hit Slade as hard as I could. Even though I was feeling lonely in a foreign country, even though I felt like my workload wasn't as big as the other workloads, I had to learn that lesson through Slade Wilson and Deathstroke. And you know what? It's a lesson that I've learned. And so therefore, if I had to say what's my favorite, yeah, right now, knowing that I've got to keep on becoming better, enjoying every role, you know. And I mean, it's the truth, kid. You know, the next time you say that line, Slade Wilson, you know, you just became a superstar just then. But to be the superstar again, kid, you got to do that again. And the next time you do it, you got to do it better. Otherwise, you'll never top that one incredible little moment you just did. And you can, kid. And if you remember that, you'll just keep on going and going. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah.